Hey there! Welcome to today's video. I hope you're all doing fantastic. Are you ready to supercharge your creativity? Stick around as we dive into some game-changing tips on how to think outside the box. You've probably heard this phrase a million times, right? It's plastered all over self-help books, motivational speeches, and corporate seminars. But let's be real, how many of us actually put it into practice? A recent study by the Harvard Business Review shed some light on this question, and the results were pretty eye-opening. They asked employees how often they saw their higher-ups thinking outside the box. Guess what? Only 29% said it happened often or always. A whopping 42% said it rarely or never happened, and another 42% said it happened sometimes. Talk about a reality check. So, we've got this huge gap between what people say they want to do and what they actually do. It's like we're all nodding our heads saying, yeah, thinking outside the box is great. But when it comes down to it, we're still coloring within the lines. Let me ask you this. When was the last time you saw someone truly think outside the box? And more importantly, when was the last time you did it yourself? Now, before we go any further, let's break down what thinking outside the box really means. It's not about defying the laws of physics or coming up with ideas so wild they belong in a sci-fi movie. It's simply about approaching problems from a fresh angle, being innovative, and not getting stuck in the same old thought patterns. It's about being a nonconformist in a world that often rewards playing it safe. So, how can we actually start thinking outside the box? Let's dive into some practical tips that you can start using today to boost your creative thinking skills. First up, challenge your assumptions. We all have preconceived notions about how things should work, but these can be major roadblocks to innovative thinking. Next time you're faced with a problem, take a step back and question everything you think you know about it. Ask yourself, what if this wasn't true? Or, what if we did the opposite? This simple shift in perspective can open up a whole new world of possibilities. Next, embrace diversity in your thinking. Surround yourself with people who have different backgrounds, experiences, and viewpoints. When you're working on a project, seek out opinions from folks in different departments or industries. The more diverse perspectives you can gather, the more likely you are to stumble upon a truly innovative solution. Third, practice brainstorming without limits. Set aside time for free-flowing idea sessions where no idea is too crazy or off-limits. The key here is quantity over quality. Just let the ideas flow without judging them. You might be surprised at how a seemingly ridiculous idea can spark a truly brilliant one. Fourth, get out of your comfort zone regularly. Try new experiences, learn new skills, or tackle problems in fields you're not familiar with. This helps your brain form new neural connections and can lead to more creative thinking in all areas of your life. Lastly, don't be afraid to fail. Fear of failure is one of the biggest killers of creativity. Remember, every failed attempt is just a stepping stone to success. Embrace your mistakes as learning opportunities and keep pushing forward. Now, let's talk about how you can apply these tips in real-life situations. Say you're trying to come up with a new marketing strategy for your company. Instead of rehashing the same old social media campaigns, why not challenge your assumptions about where your target audience spends their time? Maybe there's an untapped market on a platform you've never considered before. Or perhaps you're facing a personal challenge, like trying to save money. Instead of just cutting back on expenses, why not think outside the box about ways to increase your income? Could you turn a hobby into a side hustle, or barter your skills for goods and services you need? The key is to approach every problem with a sense of curiosity and openness. Don't settle for the first solution that comes to mind. Keep pushing, keep questioning, and keep exploring new possibilities. Remember, thinking outside the box isn't just about coming up with wild ideas. It's about training your brain to be more flexible, more creative, and more open to new possibilities. It's a skill that you can develop with practice, just like any other. So, here's your challenge for the week. Pick one problem or task in your life, big or small, and try to approach it in a completely new way. Use the tips we've discussed today and see what kind of innovative solutions you can come up with. You might be surprised at what you're capable of when you start thinking beyond the boundaries of that metaphorical box. Before we wrap up, I want to emphasize that thinking outside the box is not just a nice-to-have skill in today's world, it's becoming increasingly essential. In a rapidly changing global landscape, the ability to come up with innovative solutions and adapt to new situations is more valuable than ever. So don't just nod along when someone tells you to think outside the box. Actually do it. Make it a habit. Challenge yourself to approach problems from new angles every single day. It might feel uncomfortable at first, but like any skill, it gets easier with practice. And remember, you don't have to come up with earth-shattering ideas every time. Sometimes thinking outside the box might lead to small improvements or efficiencies that add up over time. The important thing is to keep pushing yourself to think differently and not get stuck in mental ruts. All right, that's all for today's video. I hope these tips have inspired you to start flexing those creative muscles and thinking beyond the boundaries of the box. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. And hey, why not share your own outside-the-box thinking experiences in the comments below? Let's get a conversation going and inspire each other to be more creative thinkers. Until next time, keep challenging those assumptions, embracing diversity, brainstorming without limits, stepping out of your comfort zone, and learning from your failures. Here's to thinking outside the box and unlocking your full creative potential. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.